Remember what I said earlier? Sales is about uncovering the buying motive, usually a problem or a need, and placing what you're selling or your value-based offer as an answer or solution to that problem, as the object of discovering or confirming the buying motive of the prospective buyer. The best way to achieve this is to position yourself as a trusted advisor, not as a traffic director. A traffic director points, whistles, tells you what to do, what not to do, what you need, doesn't ask questions. Not good. A trusted advisor does the opposite. They listen. They understand. They ask questions. They take notes. They build trust. And once they've understood what your problems, needs, and desires are, they offer answers and solutions. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Gitomer, author of The Little Red Book of Selling, best-selling sales book of all time. This is my lesson on how to become a trusted advisor rather than a traffic director. Let's start out with wee-wee. Most sales presentations, most marketing messages, most brochures, most advertising, and most websites are all about the company and the product or the service that they offer. We do this, we do that, we are great, we are the best. I refer to these messages as wee-wee. Meanwhile, the customer, the ones with the money, are looking for a message about how they produce, how they win, how they profit. Any questions? Yeah, I have one. Who are your messages about? Here's a real-world example. Drill or hole? What are they buying and what are you selling? Guy walks into a hardware store and says to the clerk, "I need a drill." The clerk says, "Well, not really. You want to make a hole." You see, if you're in retail and your customer comes in and says, "I need a drill," or "I want a drill," or "Where are the drills?" you, the salesperson, should be focusing on why. Because he didn't come in for a drill. He needs a hole. Now, you may have heard some version of drill hole in your career, but you have never heard how to address the buying motive, how to take control of the sale, how to gain trust, and how to create an outcome vision in the mind of the buyer. Here's the real lesson. If you ask, "What kind of drill are you looking for?" you're asking an annoying, self-serving, time-wasting, price-based question. There's zero value for the customer, and it's the wrong direction to go in to close a sale. It's likely that the customer has no idea of what kind of drill they want, and in your sales brilliance, you're going to point them out to the drill aisle and be done with it. You smile and say, "They're in the hand tool area over by the wall," or "Here's what's on sale." It's important to note this. The customer usually leads with a drill-like question. It's up to you to turn the conversation towards the whole. They often will not do it for you. This is your opportunity to become a trusted advisor rather than a traffic director. So far, you don't know what kind of hole the customer needs. How big is it? What's the diameter of the hole? What are you trying to drill? What kind of material are you drilling into? How deep is the hole? Are you drilling indoors or outdoors? Okay, you get it now. Drill, hole, want, need, outcome. But Jeffrey, how does this apply to me and my sales? Well, it applies to every sale and every person, including you. I need a filling in my tooth. No. You want to be healthy and pain-free. I need copies. No. You want to send a full color proposal that reflects your image and wins the sale. I need a new roof. No. You want to have no leaks and enjoy quality of life. Now, note well. The buyer, the prospect, and the customer expects you to have knowledge of their stuff, not just your stuff. You need to customize your message to the person you're selling to, helping, or asking. You need to include them, their needs, their specific characteristics, and their desired outcomes in your pitch or your presentation, or in your slide deck, or in your brochure. They will instantly become more attentive and interested and will mentally start taking ownership of what it is that you're offering or selling. For the message to be transferable, they need to feel your passion, your belief, your knowledge, your ideas, and your sincerity beyond the hype of your sales pitch. About now, you're getting the message that the customer expects stuff to be about them, not stuff to be about you or whatever it is that you're selling. You've also understood that they need to trust you. We presentations break the law of them in a way that is certain to be either ignored or price-based. The expensive part of breaking this law is that it will transcend to every presentation that you make until you fix it. This is not just a one-time loss. This is an all-the-time loss. Here's the major winning clue. When you begin your presentation with an idea in favor of the customer, or a question that shows you're prepared, or a statement of fact that impacts the customer's business, you will immediately notice that the customer is paying close attention to you and your words. You'll notice that the presentation is both well received and respected. You'll notice that the customer is asking questions about delivery and ownership. And most importantly, you'll notice that your level of confidence when you're presenting is transferable because it has both value and personalization. Apply value and customization to all your messages, and almost by magic, we turns into them. And them turns into sales. Here's the same scenario, same customer, same product, but with two different salespeople. Scenario number one, Mary shows up at the car dealership. The salesperson arrives and asks her what she's looking for. She mentions she's not sure, maybe a sedan. And he says, well, how about the Camry model? We have a good deal on this one because he's been trying to get rid of it. He starts listing perks and price and mileage and insurance, and Mary listens politely. She doesn't really say too much. She just says she'll think about it and leaves. Scenario number two. Mary shows up at the car dealership. The salesperson comes out and greets her. How are you? How's your day been so far? Any highlights? He peeks inside her current car and sees a booster seat. Your child? What are their names? He simply asks, what are you looking for in a new car? Now, what car and why? Turns out she's driving her husband's car because she's got a fender bender. Her child was in the back seat and it scared the crap out of her. So you're focusing on safety and reassurance. Keep asking the right questions, price range, any other kids. You're doing it the right way. You get the point. She begins to trust you and confide in you. She trusts that you'll advise her to make the right purchase. The trusted advisor wins the sale over the traffic director every single time.